was just gonna say, so when it comes to the Quran and what's been written in there, a lot of people say that they translate it in different ways. Like, for example, I'm not trying to be rude or anything or disrespectful, but like people like from the jihad, they obviously translate some parts of the Quran to suit them or whatever, where they feel like non-believers, they can kill them or whatever. But I think I might be right. I'm not sure. I mean, sorry, I might be wrong. I'm not sure. I guess that's where terrorism comes from, because they tend to translate it to fit their own agenda.
Yeah, so we say no, you cannot just translate the Quran the way you like, because we speak the Arabic language of the Quran today. So I speak, for example, the Arabic language of the Quran today, and I understand it. No one and there are classical dictionaries of the Arabic language. They have the meaning of the words, which means no one can come now and say, "Oh, actually, this word actually means this." Well, there are classical dictionaries that we can open, and we can look at the meaning of the words when the Quran was being revealed. So no one can misinterpret it that way. But there are people who do evil, and their justification is not necessarily the Quran. The justification is not the Quran. Many of these groups that you hear about and these individuals that you hear about, for example, someone called Laden, I'm just going to say his second name, not his first name, so YouTube doesn't get upset. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So that person, for example, he was interviewed by BBC or other people as well. And he said to that interview, they asked him the question, is why do you kill people when religion tells you not to do it? And he said that they came, they destroyed our country, they destroyed Palestine, therefore I'm doing it. He's not saying it because Allah and the Quran says. He agrees that his religion tells him not to do it. You open the Quran, for example, chapter 60, verse 8 of the Quran, Allah says He does not forbid you from those who don't fight you. The people who don't fight you because of religion, do not kick you out of your home. Allah is saying He does not stop you from being good and righteous towards them. Allah loves those who are good and righteous. Allah says in the Quran, do not kill the soul that Allah have made forbidden without right. In chapter 17, Allah says in the Quran that whoever kills an innocent soul is as if he killed all of humanity. Chapter 5, verse 32. So Allah says, fight those who fight you and do not transgress, in chapter 2 of the Quran. So it's all over the Quran where Allah clearly stipulate the rules. Now, the Prophet Muhammad, when he had a commander, a leader in war, he said to them, do not kill women, do not kill children, do not kill workers, do not kill monks and priests, do not destroy places of worship, do not burn crops, do not kill animals. This is in war. The Prophet saw a woman that was killed, and he said this woman should not have been killed. In war, we're saying. And she was in the battlefield. Right? So no one can have all of these things and then come and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to go and do evil to people. Say to him that Islam explicitly prohibits this. Prophet ﷺ, he said, if someone is a dhimmi, meaning he has the protection of Allah and His Messenger, he has a relationship, an oath with the Muslims, and then someone goes and he kills him, the Prophet ﷺ said he's not going to smell the fragrance of paradise, let alone enter it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you cannot just go around, do things to people. Like, this is not what Islam teaches.